As you probably have guessed, I've got a complete obsession with icons, and it seems to me that a lot of those icons end up being tragic, and they don't come much larger than life or much more tragic than Anna Nicole Smith. So I'm going to do Anna Nicole Smith from the Guess Jeans adverts, because kind of after the Guess Jeans adverts it was a slight downhill spiral, to be honest, but I mean, she was such a bombshell in those adverts, and I remember seeing those when I was a kid in the magazines and just thinking, I don't think I've ever seen anyone so beautiful. So I'm going to try and replicate that. So I'm using the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation, which is surprisingly sheer for such a heavy coverage. And I realised that I haven't used my old faithful Louise Young brush for a while, so I'm going back to basics and using that as well. I love this foundation, I think it's amazing. Now at this stage you don't want to make your base too perfect, because we're going to come back and touch the base up a lot much later on. Because we're working with black eyeshadow, you tend to get a lot of fallout, so there's no point wasting too much time getting a perfect base at this stage. I'm using the Eye Bright primer from Laura Mercier. Brows are really key for this look, so I'm using Laura Mercier pencil in Brunette. This was the best colour that I found actually for this look, because the brows need to be very dark, almost black but not black. Now this is the rough shape we're going for. You see how I've done the outline? Rather than just fill them in from dot, I've just put the outline in so that I know the shape I'm going to do, and then I'm going to fill them in really softly. So you see it's really quite elongated and almost slightly dipped in the brow there, very, very, very slightly, and very pointed and then straight down. It's really a bit like Linda Evangelista brow from sort of the 90s. This colour's called Midnight, it's a matte black and it's by Clinique. 217, 239. What you want to do is push this shadow onto the lid. And then with your 217 brush, just blend it. Bring this shape slightly out at the corner there. Just like that. So actually this is a really quick and easy look, because there's only one colour across the lid. Now on a clean 239, I'm going to use Vanilla Eyeshadow from MAC. It is still my absolute all-time favourite matte highlighter. And we're going to put that just under the arch of the brow. So it's going to really define that brow. And with a clean 217, we're just going to blend it just a bit. I'm using a very fine brush from Louise Young, and I'm using that Midnight eyeshadow again, that's the black, and I'm just going to draw a very fine line along the lashes, along the bottom lashes. And that's going to go the whole way along into the corner of the eye. I'm going to use, this is a new product, when I say new, it's my new product. I don't know if it's MAC's new product. It's called Rapidblack, and it's a penultimate liner. Benefit Bad Gal Lash, just to really thicken my lashes up. And then I'm going to put some falsies on too. Take your foundation brush and clean up under your eyes any black that might have dropped. I'm going to use, these lashes are Eylure Cheryl Kohl lashes. What I love about these lashes, I love the sort of dramatic sweep and outwards. It's really sexy. These are also really great lashes if you've got quite small eyes, because they're actually really tiny. I'm using my amazing new Jemma Kid tweezers to apply these. These are brilliant. I had a really good tweeze of my eyebrows earlier because I had loads of little fluffy bits. I don't know if you get those little fluffy bits. Because my eyebrows are so fair, I get loads of blonde ones that I can't see. And I noticed that in the pictures, when I take close-up pictures, you can really see them. These were amazing. Now I am fur-free. Benefit Erase Paste. Just going to blend that in with my foundation brush. You may notice that I cross-hatch everything. I take the product one way and then I take it another way, and that helps you to get rid of any streaks that might form. I'm going to set the erase paste with some Benefit Powderflage on a 225 brush. So all you people that like to point out how dark my circles are under my eyes, ha! This is from Too Faced, and I have no idea what the colour is. Pinch My Petals, perhaps? It's too kitsch for words. Is that sweet or what? I think the colour is Pinch My Petals. So sweet. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of this on top of the cheek. Now I did say that this is a full-on base look, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set my foundation with a Laura Mercier powder foundation to give it some extra coverage. The colour I'm using is number 2. Using my Brunette eyebrow pencil, I'm just going to put a little mole in. Not that I haven't got enough of my own. Okay, my favourite bit, the lips. I'm using a brick lip liner from MAC. I'm using Ruby Woo lipstick from MAC. When you overline your lips, it's always a really good idea to choose a really matte lipstick, because obviously anything that's over the lip line is going to reflect light differently. So it can look, if you look at somebody like, say, Pamela Anderson, or someone that really obviously overlines their lips, you'll see that where the light hits the top of the lip, you can see where the overline is. Like a classic example of that is Jodie Marsh. But if you choose a matte lipstick, then it doesn't reflect the light in the same way, so you're far more likely to get away with it. So you may have noticed that I've got my hair set on rollers. I'm just going to take my hair out. So there you go, that's Anna Nicole Smith, could also be Sherilyn Fenn, could also be any number of people that wore kind of slightly 50s mixed with 80s makeup. Yeah, thanks for watching.